Among the heathen, what heathens is talking about? The Moabites, which are the North Koreans, the Chinese today, Taiwan, all of them. Go ahead.
Arise ye.
Do what?
Arise ye.
So they getting the message in their mind right now, saying what?
Arise ye.
Get up. Go ahead.
And let us rise up against her in battle.
Who's the her? The United States of America.
That's right.
That's what's happening right now.
Yep.
That's how they rolling right now. They saying if you resist, that's automatically showing what? That you're an enemy. That you're against their movement, the Wagner Group. All right, let's dive into today's war report. What's first on the agenda? Yeah, read that.
This is news break of the New York Post. North Korea holds mass rallies with promise to annihilate U.S.
With promise to, who would ever thought North Korea would be speaking that boldly against the United States of America?
Wow.
Let's read some of that, please.
You done lost your damn mind.
North Korea held mass rallies across the nation Saturday, which marked the day of struggle against U.S. imperialism, when government leaders promised to annihilate the enemy, according to its propaganda outlet.
You see that? America is the enemy of the world.
Right.
You see that thing right there? Hey, Obadiah 1:1. Obadiah chapter 1, verse 1. Actually, do me a favor. Start at verse 3, and then we'll go back to 1. Watch this.
The book of Obadiah, chapter 1 and verse 1.
Go ahead.
The vision of Obadiah.
No, start at
verse
3.
3.
Yeah.
The pride of thine heart has deceived
It
thee.
said the pride of their heart has deceived them. Come on.
Thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground?
Come on.
Verse 4. Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle.
As the eagle. And it's not just the United States of America. We understand that. It is a majority of those European nations. It was Rome. It was France. There's all these people that exalt themselves as the eagle. Go ahead.
And though thou set thy nest among the stars.
But here's the key.
Thence.
Oh, Lord, here's the key. Stay with me. It says, though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest amongst the stars. It's a specific a specific beast that came out of Edom. Right. Who did that? And that's the United States of America.
That's right.
All right. It was the race to space. All right. This, that's when was it John Glenn? That's the astronaut, right? Is that him? It's John Glenn, right? The one, oh my gosh, I'm talking to black people. Golly. Yes, it was him. That was him. He was an astronaut.
It was John.
When they put the flag on the moon. Right, the eagle has landed. That was John Glenn and them.
Okay.
All right, so you just learned something. All right, you learned something on Writings on the Wall. All praises. Woo! Sheesh! Read it again.
Verse 4.
Come on.
Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle.
Come on.
And though thou set thy nest among the stars.
The stars is talking about space. Come on.
Thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord.
Right, so he being very, very specific about who he's talking about, okay? Now read verse 1. Watch this.
Verse 1.
Come on.
The vision of Obadiah. Thus saith the Lord God concerning Edom. We have heard a rumor from the Lord.
We have heard a rumor from the Lord. It's a message or tidings from the Lord. Go ahead.
And an ambassador is sent among the heathen.
Sent among the heathen. What heathens is talking about? The Moabites, which are the North Koreans, the Chinese today, Taiwan, all of them. Go ahead.
Arise ye.
Do what?
Arise ye.
So they getting the message in their mind right now saying what?
Arise ye.
Get up. Go ahead.
And let us rise up against her in battle.
Who's the her? The United States of America.
That's right.
That's what's happening right now.
Right.
So let's go back to that. All right, play that.
North Korea is holding mass rallies in Pyongyang in a display of anti-American sentiment. About 120,000 people attended rallies, vowing a war of revenge to destroy the US as North Korea marks the 73rd anniversary of the outbreak of the Korean War. The anniversary comes amid concerns that Pyongyang could soon conduct another military satellite launch after its first attempted fail.
All right. So things are heating up in the earth. Officers, y'all got anything before we continue?
Yeah, let me get Isaiah chapter 13, verse 14, because the reason a lot of people are not aware of this because they believe this Christianity doctrine that all people are going to come together and God going to bless everybody together. Everybody's equal in the eyes of God. Read that.
No.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 13 and verse 14.
Read.
And it shall be as the chased roe,
Read.
and as a sheep that no man taketh up.
Go ahead.
They shall every man turn to his own people.
God is telling you how it's going to be in the end. So all of y'all that thinking it's going to be everybody together, that's not according to what God said. Read.
And flee every one into his own land.
So all y'all Americans that don't have a land right now, because our land is Israel. All y'all African Americans or Israelites that don't know you Israelites, our land is Israel. Read.
Everyone that is found shall be thrust through.
Read.
And everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword.
So if you're joined unto them, you don't want to accept what God say. They got to pay for what they did, though. Regardless of how much you like them, that's what thus said the Lord.
All right, let's move on. Let's go to the next one with NATO. All right, read that for me, please.
This is Al Jazeera. NATO will defend members from the threat of Wagner forces in Belarus.
Right, so there's this mercenary regime, this little coup that's going on in Russia that normally works with Russia. Now they're going AWOL. They're just going crazy, trying to kill everybody right now. All right, so NATO, the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, is vowing to stop the Wagner group, all right, because they're trying to spread and take over territory. All right, so go back to it, please. Read that.
NATO Secretary General Jens Stoltenberg has said the Western military alliance is ready to defend itself against any threat posed by the move of Russians, Wagner mercenary force, to Belarus. Amid fears, the relocation of the private army could create instability for NATO's Eastern European members.
Right. They're the smaller countries that ain't really equipped. Just like Ukraine, it wasn't really equipped until America started supporting them like that. So they said NATO is gonna come to their aid in that situation. Let's go to the next one with the situation with the coup against Vladimir Putin. Yeah, read that. Watch this.
Military leaders in Russia are accusing the forces they've employed to wage their war in Ukraine of inciting a mutiny against the Putin regime. Mercenary troops are occupying towns inside Russia, prompting the Kremlin to boost security in Moscow. The bitter dispute is causing concern around the world, with fears Russia could plummet into chaos, and that would make the future of its nuclear arsenal uncertain.
Work looks a little different today in Rostov-on-Don in Russia. Soldiers on almost every corner, not uncommon in war times for the country, but these are not Russian forces. They are mercenaries, hired heavies belonging to Yevgeny Prigozhin, the former chef to President Vladimir Putin, better known as the Wagner Group.
They have established themselves over the years for their reputation for brutality, and a willingness to undertake war crimes.
And they were supposed to be in Ukraine, doing the bidding for Putin, until allegedly fired upon by Russian forces with deadly missile strikes. Because we are dying for the Russian people, Prigozhin says, we will take it as a threat and destroy everything around us, immediately withdrawing from key outposts near Bakhmut and heading to Rostov-on-Don, a vital city in the supply chain to Ukraine. I ask everyone not to attempt resisting, he warns. Anyone who tries to offer this resistance, we will consider it a threat and eliminate.
Right, and that's how they're rolling right now. They're saying if you resist, that's automatically showing what? That you're an enemy, that you're against their movement, the Wagner Group. All right, go back to it.
Immediately, all of us are ready to die. While his first targets are military leaders, grander plans may be afoot, despite a warrant for his arrest being issued by Russian authorities.
Look, I think that Prigozhin has his own political ambitions. I think he would like to become president of Russia and remove Putin. Whether it gets that far, I don't know.
The Kremlin isn't taking any chances, fortifying the roads in and out of Moscow with its military. Not that the threat of all-out civil war has civilians there all that worried.
All right, you can stop this one real quick. This ain't nothing but a dog fight.
Right.
That's all. I'm going to show you. Let's go to Revelation 6, verse 4. All right, Esau. Different breeds of dogs.
Right.
It's like Malcolm X said, you had German Shepherd,
right,
French Poodle.
Right.
They all dogs.
Right.
You know that's right.
Just like you got Germans, you got Russians, you got Americans. They all dogs. It's the same thing. Right. They're just fighting against each other. Read what you got.
The book of Revelations, chapter 6 and verse 4.
Go ahead.
And there went out another horse that was red.
It says they went out another horse that was red, because when you read what? Genesis 25 and 25, it says that Esau was red all over like a hairy garment. Go ahead.
And power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth.
To do what?
Take peace from the earth.
How did they take peace from the earth? Through warfare, through rape, through robbing, through murdering, colonization, slavery. This is how they took peace from the earth. Go ahead.
And that they should kill one another.
That they should do what?
Kill one another.
Right. Understand, NATO, that's all white people.
Right.
Right. So they warring against each other. You got the Wagner Group over here trying to off Putin. They all the same people. Luke 11 and 17.
Pick it up.
All right. Luke chapter 11 and verse 17. Watch this.
The book of Luke, chapter 11 and verse 17.
Come on.
But he, knowing their thoughts, said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself
It said, Christ said, every kingdom divided against itself, come on,
is brought to
is
desolation.
brought to desolation. And according to Bible prophecy, we know Esau is going to fall.
That's right.
All praise to the Father. You got something, Officer Aaron?
Hey, yes, sir. Give me Revelations 22. Start at verse 14. Going into what Cat was talking about, they different types of dogs, right? So let's see what is going to happen, or what is the future prophecy for these dogs. Read verse 14.
The book of Revelations, chapter 22 and verse 14.
Uh-huh.
Blessed are they that do his commandments.
So that they is talking about what? The so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, the Israelites, read.
That they may have right to the tree of life.
All right, you keeping God's commandments, you may have right to the tree of life, but read.
And may enter in through the gates into the city.
Uh-huh.
For without are dogs.
For without a what?
Dogs.
Like Cat was bringing out, those dogs are what? These Edomite nations that we're talking about, they're going to be outside the kingdom.
That's right.
You all right. Y'all heard AA Ron over there?
That's right.
All praises. You cooking with fire. All praise to the Most High. Hey, but that concludes today's Wars and Rumors of War. Don't worry.
Nation is men leading by example. Exploitation.